Allah, 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 Aziz Allah, 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 Kareem Allah, 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 Subhanallah, Allah, 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 Sultan Allah, أنت سلطان أنت ربنا ونحن عبادك ضعيف عاجز. You are our Lord and we are all your weak servants. We can help your servants. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Peace be with you. May Allah bless everyone and takes away heavy burdens and open the doors of lights to every heart. I'm not a teacher or a lecturer or anything. I'm trying to be a follower, to follow my Shaykh. His guidance along my life, step by step, asking forgiveness how many times not doing correctly, asking to come back to the right way always. Somebody asked me today, what's Naqshbandi? I saw someone on the internet said it means beekeepers. Okay, might mean beekeepers, and that they produce the honey for people, the shuyukh. For us, Naqshbandi takes its name from the pillar of the tariqat, Shahu Naqshband, Allah bless him. He lived in Bukhara, in Central Asia. Now it's Uzbekistan, east of Turkey, west of China. Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they asked him many questions, but they asked him, it's okay, we moved over there, it's easier for people. If you want to sit up, you can sit up. No, I'm talking to them. I'm talking to these guys here. Prophet, they asked him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what's the best work for a person? The best job, tijara, the best trade, shugul, work. To be captain, or to be mechanic, or to be teacher, or to be doctor, or to be shaman, to be what? YouTube commentator. So many YouTube commentators now. Each one is telling you how is this world and everything in it. Oh, people, it's like this. You must listen to me. The other would say, no, don't listen to that person. He's a liar and no good. And he tried so many times to trick me. Listen to me. I'm saying to you the truth. And the next one saying, those guys are all intel agents, disinfo agents coming to confuse you. Listen, I'm telling you the truth until you become crazy. They asked Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, everything is in his hands. You want to know what's the state of this world? In his hands. Kul yawmi huwa fi shan. Every day he's on a new job. His job is what's happening. It's his work. Everyone thinks it's in their hands, it's in his hands. everyone is working and doing what they do, one day will be shown the truth of everything. We believe like that. So they asked Prophet ﷺ, what's the best work for a person? And he answered, it's not a work, it's a noun. He said, Marifatullah. Marifatullah. Knowledge about Allah. Knowledge about God. About His attributes, His names, and His acts. Knowledge about the Lord. That's the best work for a person. And he said further in a hadith, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, seek knowledge even up to China, if you have to go to China to get it. And it can be explained many different ways. One person put on the internet today, they're going to get Chinese philosophy and Tai Chi, Qigong, and to take knowledge. Might be like that. From everywhere you can find wisdom. He said, wherever you find wisdom is the lost property of the Muslim. And Muslim here means the seeker after knowledge. Any place you find wisdom, claim it like your lost property. This is mine. Take it. But China was the farthest place. To go to China, it meant the farthest you can travel. It means up to the end. It means exert yourself even up to the end, even up to China. As much as you can work, exert yourself to try and get that divine knowledge. Even you have to go all the way to China to get it. It means exert yourself to acquire that knowledge. I read from somebody, an ancient book of spiritual knowledge, and he said it had I can remember, he said 3 characteristics. I remember 2 now. 1, it always increases. And the other one I can remember, it never comes to the one who doesn't try for it. It doesn't come by itself. You have to go and try and get it. The one who tries to get it, if Allah says in a hadith Qudsi, who comes to me walking, I come to them running. You have to open yourself up to it. You have to begin. If you begin, He completes it. If you don't care, He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's not like us, but like that. Who doesn't care? Okay. Who's not interested? Okay. Enjoy yourself. Do what you want to do. Who's interested? It attracts. It attracts that knowledge and lights. So Naqshbandi is a method or school or way to reach that knowledge or to prepare oneself to be able to receive that knowledge. To try to get ready to carry it. Because spiritual knowledge, heavenly knowledge, according to Holy Quran, it comes in a way we can't understand. We're not ready to carry it. It doesn't come according to our idea about this world and everything in it. Spiritual knowledge is godly knowledge. It's on a different level. When it comes, it doesn't fit with our idea. And a person has to prepare themselves to be able to carry it when it comes. The example that's given in Islamic teachings is from the Quran. This is Friday night, Islamic Friday night. Thursday when the sun sets, it's Friday. The day starts at sundown of the day before. Every Friday it's good to read one of the chapters of Quran called Surah Kahf, the cave. In that chapter of the Quran, there's a few verses devoted to the story of Musa alayhi salam, and Khidr. Khidr was a hidden teacher of the spiritual knowledge, not one that God gave him directly. Openings, lights, not an ordinary teacher. He was divinely inspired. Some say he was a prophet, some say he was a wali. Allah knows. It was like that. And Musa alayhi salam, he was given the Torah, the Ten Commandments, that spelled out everything for our behaviors in this world, what to do, what not to do. But he wants to know the higher knowledge, the spiritual knowledge, why things happen the way they happen. What's the secret of Allah's will? Sheikh Nasim said to me, Allah bless him, this is his meeting, this world is between the horns of a bull. And really, it's like everything is in opposites in this world. Tossed this way and that way, this way and that way. Sometimes things go smoothly, sometimes things don't go. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not lucky. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. Sometimes you're laughing, sometimes you're crying. Sometimes you're peaceful, sometimes you're angry. This world is like that. And Musa alayhi salam, he wants to know why. Why it's set up like that. What's the wisdom in that? Why this world is like that? Everything upside down. People are doing all kinds of strange behaviors. Allah said, don't kill, don't steal, don't do this, don't do that, and everyone's doing it. What happened? And you made humans to be your deputies. Why is like that? And he used to go to Mount Sinai, Turi Sinin, to speak with God. He didn't see him, but he could hear and speak with him. You see, came to the burning bush, the fire in front of the flame, and was hearing a voice and speaking. And he asked God, Allah Almighty, Jalla Allah, for that knowledge. Hashem, might be like that. He asked him, and Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, glory to Him, He said, "Oh Musa, oh Moses," because I don't know who's listening on the internet. Might be they know Moses, not Musa. And oh Moses, oh Musa, you want to know the secret of my divine will, why things are happening the way they're happening? That knowledge is a very special knowledge. It's my sunnah, my way to give that knowledge to someone I selected from my servants, from my creatures, from humans. I give it to one person, or maybe many. You have to find that one, even up to China, and take from him. I don't give it directly. You have to find that one and take from him. And the Quran tells the story. We tried to read it on Friday. He he took his companion, maybe it was Yusha alayhi salam, I don't know, they went looking, and finally they had he said, okay, first, before he started, he said his niyat. Prophet said, Inama amalu bi niyat. Your actions is according to your intention. Everything on the spiritual way you have to do deliberately, make a niyat. I'm intending to get that knowledge. We're intending a sitting here to be a holy sitting, on the intention of our Shaykh, on the intention of the seerah, the secret of Atiyu Allah, Atiyu Rasul, minkum, arba'in itikaf khalwa. On every good intention, we're intending to sit here and take and reach to heavenly knowledge, to make ourselves ready to carry it. Moses said, I'm not going to stop until I find that person to get that. As Prophet said, even up to China, exert yourself to the maximum. I said, I'm going to do it. He was prepared to spend the rest of his life looking. Look how they are. Prophets, not like us. They're sleeping. If it was us, we'd say, I have to watch some TV first. Tomorrow, mañana. What was the joke? There was one Spanish person and one Arab person discussing, and the Arab guy said to the Hispanic person, what's that word you have, mañana? mañana, tomorrow. And the Hispanic guy says, mañana, we usually mean tomorrow we do it. And the Arab guy said, oh yeah, we have that also. We say bukra. And what's that? It's like your mañana, but without the sense of urgency. Because we're not going to do it. They did it. Also, it was one Ahlu Azimat, the people of high intention, high action, and determination, high determination. So they had a miraculous sign. They had a fish that they were taking with in their lunch basket that was cooked already, a cooked fish. Or had a salmon, a broiled salmon, like that, taking it. At one point, the person who was with Moses, might be Yusha, Moses said, bring our lunch, I'm hungry. Bring our food from the basket. And Yusha said, oh, I forgot. The devil came to me and made me to forget everything. The fish jumped out of the basket and swam away through the sea after it was cooked. And he said, what? Where? Back there? I'm paraphrasing Quran. They went back to that spot and they found that person waiting for them. And he said to Moses said, you're that one I want to take from you. Allah said, he found one of our servants that we gave from ourselves, knowledge and wisdom. And he said, what happened? Don't talk during the suhba. No talking. He's not allowed. Like praying, like salah. When people talk, the speaker comes down and can't remember what he's saying anymore. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Needs concentration. It's a worship. He said to Khidr, I want to get that knowledge that Allah gave you about secret knowledge, how it is. Such a knowledge leads me to know more about my Lord, about God. And Khidr said to him, I can't teach you that. You won't be able to get it. You can't carry it. You won't be able to be patient with it. It's too difficult. It doesn't fit with your thinking. If I try to tell you, say, what's that? You get angry, you'll run away, you'll say, go, forget it. And this is a lesson for everyone. It's very difficult. Moses said, no, I'll be patient. And Khidr said, okay, you come with me. You're not going to be able to take it, but at least don't say anything. Whatever you see, keep quiet. At least that much patience do. Don't say anything. They went, and every Friday we tell the story. 3 things happened. Khidr did 3 strange things that made Moses to be angry. First, some fishermen took them across the sea in their boat to the other side, and when they got across to the other side, Khidr sunk the boat. Some way he sank the boat. Moses said to him, why you did that? They were nice to us. They took us across. These poor guys, all they have is their boat. They catch fish, they sell the fish, they eat fish. They have nothing. Why? All they have is their boat. Why you sank their boat? He said, I told you to keep quiet. And Moses thinking, yeah, but. Hashem. And alhamdulillah. Khidr said to him, yeah, okay, don't say anything. That's the first time. That's one strike. If you We'll keep quiet, now we'll continue. And Musa, come. We said that's one time. In back is wudu. Let him come through. We didn't pray Isha yet. And they continued on the right in back. They continued, and they came to a young man. They met somebody, and Khidr, he killed that person. Musa was shocked. How you can do like that? Khidr said, I told you, be quiet. He said, yeah, but this is like the worst thing you can. They said, you're not going to be able to take it. He was pushing him past his limits. Okay. I won't. If I say anything else, that you have permission to kick me out. They went on. They came to a town where the people treated them very roughly. And on the way out of town, there was a wall, a stone. They used to make walls out of stones. They pile up stones with mud and make a wall. The wall was falling down. It was old and collapsing. And Khidr said to Moses, let's do these nice people a favor, let's build the wall up for them. And Moses said, yeah, we can at least ask some money for it from them. Because they didn't do anything, we have to eat. And Khidr said, that's it. Now that's 3. 3 strikes and you're out, even in those days. 3 strikes and you're out. I said, I'm going to explain the meaning of those things. And he said what was the meaning. Everyone knows, because it's Friday, we rehearse the meanings, we recite them. The boat was going to be preyed on by a pirate king. He was taking every boat and their crew and putting them into slaves in his service. When they saw the boat sunk, his men passed over it to the next, and those people were saved. The boy, he looked like a good guy, but he wasn't. He was going to grow up to be a murderer, even to kill his parents. And so he said, this was Allah. I didn't do it, but Allah wanted him to take it away. We took him away. We gave him a good son. He's going from a line of prophets came from him. And the wall, under that wall was the inheritance. Now you say the Mercedes inheritance for your ancestor. It was the inheritance from a very pious person for his sons. And you saw those people, they were not nice. If that wall collapsed anymore, it would uncover the treasure. And then you can pray, if you want to pray, if you want to sit and listen, you can sit. If you want to pray, go in the masala there. There's a masala outside, you see it? He's coming to listen or he's coming to pray? If he wants to pray, he can pray there. And when it's broken, the inayat goes. The current. Sayyidina Muhammad Rasulullah Madad ya Shayyidi. There was a treasure under that wall. It was going to be exposed by the elements when that wall collapsed, and those people would have taken the treasure, and those boys wouldn't have got their inheritance. They would steal it from them. So we covered it up till those boys are strong enough to get it. None of this I did from my own will. This was Allah's will. This was Allah's will. And Maulana Shaykh Nazim said he left that those 3 happenings, those 3 events that Moses couldn't carry at the time, as bridges for Musa to go back and think about it and go back. They'd be a bridge for him to go to the unseen to see a higher knowledge. If he thought about it and pondered over it and meditated on it each time, it was like a bridge for him and for people who read that. Quran is bridges for people. They can cross it to get to that higher knowledge that we can't carry. And Naqshbandi, try to come back to the subject and sum it up, is bridges for people. Roads or bridges, ways for people to reach to a higher knowledge. On behalf of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, on behalf of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Shaykh, the real Shaykh, he's putting his murids, his followers or muridas, into situations that they can learn from it. They're bridges for them, roads for them. Whatever situation, when you take the hand of a real Shaykh, a big Shaykh, the situation, you have to see the situation you're in. My Shaykh did this for me to teach me something, to show me something. This is a bridge for me to go to another level, higher level, and continuously like that. Shah Naqshband, they call him the road maker. Why? Because he worked on a highway with gravel and rocks? No. He made ways for people to move from one level to another level to another level, to take them higher and higher, and to prepare them to carry it. Always the Shaykh is training his students to be able to take it, to take more. Things that to make you angry, things to make you to be able to control yourself, because you need that control to reach the higher knowledge. Things are going to come, you can't understand it unless you can keep yourself. Otherwise you will melt. They say snowflakes now. They call the young generation snowflakes. Alhamdulillah. My generation became old now. The new ones are stuck with that label. Slightest thing happens, they melt. Don't be snowflakes, and we can also don't be snowflakes. The Shaykh, he's training his murids how to be firm and determined on the way, and to prepare them to carry the unexpected and to carry more light. More light. They didn't come always to give sweets to people, they came sometimes to give sting. Because in that, when you carry that sting, you get tougher. People who train for athletics, they know that trick or that way. They say no pain, no gain. Yeah, isn't it? First you live 50, then you live 100, then you live 200, then you're ready for competition. It hurts, but without that you can't. When I was high school, I was with the swimmers. Oh, they swim till they're ready to die. They have to be ready for competition. We're not trying for competition, we're trying for competition for goodness. To train ourselves to carry more, to get up. The most ones that were carrying are prophets. They were carrying the loads of their nations. They were carrying everything. We can't carry even a fly, but we have to try. May Allah grant us the blessings of this night. Thank you for being patient with me. As much the suhba, the association, is as much from your attention as from, as much as the belief and the attention of the listeners is strong, help comes more, divine current comes more. When the listeners are saying, oh, how many times I went to a place where they're praying, oh my Lord, make him to shut up, please. There used to be a joke, let me say a few words before I begin to speak. Allah forgive us. May Allah forgive me and bless you and our audience also in YouTube land. Facebook is also on there? Or just YouTube? Both? Just YouTube today. On the Facebook? Allah bless all of you, and until we meet again, inshallah, Fatiha. Ameen. Maghrib or Isha? Maghrib or Isha? Maghrib or Isha?
That was Isha.
We didn't pray Isha.
What?
I said we didn't pray Isha yet.
You're kidding me. All right, man. I thought you said you already prayed.
No, we didn't pray yet. I said
Man,
Isha at the
I
end.
got cotton balls in my ears.
Um,
I'll pray again, man.
Okay.
Yeah, double.
Double.